angel-looking demon.
Demon. Makes sense.
That's what happens everywhere. So when we come to black magic, I don't want to go home. There's too much fights. When they calm down, I'll go back. That's why your date of birth, time of birth is very personal thing.
Personal. Are you talking about black magic?
We say the word tantra a lot because it has a negative radiation towards your brain and body and your frequency. See, people who are logical have this problem a lot. You have to understand where you're going in your life.
Oh my god.
Don't. So that is the sole purpose has been discovered.
So you see all of this? No.
How is it working on your phone? Okay, I'm not saying anything for that.
Oh, vision of my chakras from this life.
If
Positive
you are
vibes.
watching, please come.
I'm sending positive vibes to camera. If you are watching it, please come. Hi guys, I'm Ishita
And I'm Kanashka.
and welcome to
Drop the Filter. And today with us we have Radhika, who is a healer. And would you like to tell a little bit more about what you do? I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay, so basically, I'm Radhika Suresh. I run a wellness center in Bangalore, which is the biggest wellness center in Bangalore. So here we focus more on healing the metaphysical way. That's we do tarot card reading, astrology, numerology, vastu, anything to do with the crystal healing or any healing which is metaphysical is what we take care of in my center.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. And we're excited to shoot this video today. It's going to be really fun. When was the first time you realized that you could hear or feel things others couldn't?
See, the thing with mystical or metaphysical healing is very simple. It's a lot of unlearning.
Okay.
So, do you have a pet? Do you
Hmm.
have any pets?
I have Ishita.
Okay. Okay, I'm not saying anything for that. But let's say you've seen a lot of pet owners.
Yeah.
They naturally have an instinct of what the dog wants, what the cat wants.
Mm.
Or let's say a new mother. The baby can't speak. There's
Correct.
an innate way of knowing that something is needed.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, the fathers don't know it, but the mothers have an innate feeling he
True.
is hungry or it's sleepy. It's a lot of unlearning. It's listening to your own intuition, ideally. It's nothing to do with your learning or hearing things. You're actually unhearing the noise around the world and you're hearing your own mind.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think I've always had a strong intuition. In fact, even you would have a very strong intuition. But it's a lot about the surroundings, the way you're living. You may or may not be able to hear it. But what I am doing, even you can do it. It's just about how much we're unlearning to be in that state of mind. So, like, there are many people who have different clairvoyances, right? Like clairsentience, clairaudience. Some people can see better, feel better.
Yeah.
Similar example, you met each other, you felt a vibe, right? Why did you feel a vibe? Because you had a certain vibration that
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
If you would have met, say, somebody else,
You
you
don't
would have don't
have-
have that vibe. How do you know that? Are you communicating it? You're
No,
feeling
feel
it.
it.
Yeah.
That makes
Similarly, you
sense.
feel certain things
Man.
and you have that intuition or gut feeling, we call it, right? Ki,
Yeah.
"Nahi, I don't like this person, I don't think I can work with this person." So I think when you ask about my journey, I started learning this very properly when I was 17, and I got my center 3 years back, but I've been working on it. So if you see, I'm not just a person who is a healer, but I have worked on myself, my inner child work for last like when I started for 4 years, I was just working on myself.
Wow.
So when you're healing others, you're also learning a lot about yourself, about
True.
your traumas, about what childhood has shaped you like. So yeah, I think I was very young when I started. So that's why we are where we are right now. You know,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to reach here, but it has.
Makes sense. Also, how do you explain what you do to the people who don't basically understand energies, communication? Because I feel a lot of people take it, the home
Dheere se,
career, and they say
Hmm.
all of these terms.
Yeah, yeah.
So, how do you explain? For me personally, I am so much into astrology recently. I see, like, my sun sign is Scorpio.
Okay.
So, I see who is transiting
Yeah.
through where is the sun, where is
Yes.
the moon. So, how do you explain to people who actually don't understand
Yeah.
or get
Similar
into that vibe?
answer I'll give you. I think we all have phones in today's time. All of us have an access to a phone.
Yeah.
How does a Wi-Fi work when you can't see it? Can you
Oh
see?
my God.
Can you see Wi-Fi?
No.
How is it working on your phone?
Signal.
Similarly,
Thanks
frequency.
to Jio. Ambani ji.
So frequency.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about frequency. A person who doesn't understand it, they don't have that much knowledge because they're not exposed to that level of energy work, which is normal. In today's time, we are taken away with technology, and in fact, I've seen people chat GPT with their astrology answers also,
Yeah.
right? So it's just a
Guilty.
way.
I'm guilty.
So it's just a way of understanding energy. It's like, why do you go to a temple? There's a lot of difference between energy in a temple and being religious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But energy is all to do with what you're feeling. You're feeling everything every day.
True.
Today, if I tell you, Kanishka, you are going to vomit tomorrow, you're going to puke, you're going to throw up. Even if you don't want to, inadvertently, you will feel
Yeah.
nauseous, right? Why? Because it's a frequency you're reverberating to. So, a person who doesn't understand energy, I'd say, ki, try to explore in the silence to understand what is energy. Because energy is everywhere. And if it was not there, you would not be here. So,
Makes
unless you
sense.
experience it, you can't really understand it or explain it better. So, it's about experience.
I feel with energy, I think women have like a gut feeling, the sixth sense, what
Yes.
people joke about. But I feel somehow it's kind of the energy we get, and
Yeah.
I think days later we find out something, and it's actually true.
Yeah. And
It's
I
like
think,
a gut feeling. no?
Yeah.
yeah, and I think it most times is very,
True.
yeah. I
Most
mean, like,
100%. Unless and until
Oh.
it's a hamper with your own mind.
Yeah.
See, sometimes when we have a gut feeling, you doubt it.
yeah, I
when
was
you-
just going to ask.
Yeah.
When you doubt it, is when you go in two minds.
Okay.
Oh.
But when you go in
Go.
its instinct first thought, you'll know that was the right one. So you'll know ki, let's say I was coming. I had an instinct I'll have traffic. But what did I do? I said, no, it's fine. I don't think it'll have too much traffic because it's nearby.
Yeah.
But what happened? I had traffic. A
Because you
truck
had the
problem.
doubt.
I doubted myself because I tried to cater it with logic. Okay, it's nearby, it's not very far. How can it have traffic? And that was the daytime. So when we try to cater intuition with logic, is when the whole thing goes to the drain. So it's always, people are either very logical or very energy driven.
Hmm.
When there's no balance is when there's a problem.
But what if someone's in between? Like, I feel like I am a very logical, practical person,
Hmm.
but I do have strong
Yeah.
gut feeling,
Yeah.
but I end up confusing myself.
So that's why you have
More
to create
often.
a balance.
Oh,
Create a balance. Try to
Okay.
understand if this is your fear talking, if this is your own mind talking,
Mhm.
or is it some sort of an energy that is talking to you? And the energy is nothing but your own soul consciousness.
Makes sense.
So
Basically,
that's it.
listen to yourself.
Yeah.
First and foremost, always.
Got it. So, do you remember the most emotional or the most unexpected conversation that you had with animals based on frequency?
So it was a very recent case. I don't take up a lot of lost and found cases because of my bandwidth issue. But otherwise, there was a case where a golden retriever had walked off from the home.
Okay.
So the thing to understand about animals is there are three categories how we verify it. Okay, if an animal is going through something, we ask them. First question is it your own? Are you mirroring or are you taking on? So when we say mirroring, are you mirroring your human to give them a metaphorical answer, or are you taking on and creating a karmic, balance there,
Mhm.
or is it your own?
Okay.
So let's say, in my case, that dog has walked off from the house, and the human usually has that dominating essence key. Where is it gone? I'm scared, and this and that. So first thing is you connect to the animal and ask, first, are you safe or are you lost? Have you walked off on your own free will?
So, are you telling me that you are talking to the? I mean, is the
Yeah.
animal with you, or you're just
No,
in?
I don't need to talk. I can sit here and talk to somebody in US, which is an animal in US.
Oh, okay.
So it's a frequency. How do you connect Wi-Fi, right? Similarly, you connect frequency.
Okay.
So, like
Wow.
how you can sit here and think about your friend, and randomly they'll call you, right? Sometimes it happens, and you'll think about, I have to call her today, and then by evening they call you.
Yeah.
It's not coincidence, it's telepathy.
Oh, that's a thing. Like
Yes.
in.
Oh, so
So, but are these all things like related to
Mm.
telepathy, manifestation, frequency?
All related to each other. They're just glorified words. It's just all the same thing. It's always about the intent. So if I have an intent to communicate with a clear consciousness with someone, it's fine. It will happen. So
it can be with like non-living,
yes,
like
you can connect. I have, so when I lose my things, like I have lost certain things, like some valuable things, I connect with the frequency. Listen, where are
Oh
you?
my god, I have to learn this because I think I forget everything and I lose everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just similar things you can connect. Like this animal, he walked
Hmm.
off the house.
Yeah.
So I asked the dog, I said, okay, the name is Bruno. I said, are you lost? Did you walk off on your own? Like, I cannot handle the drama at home, I'm out.
He
And
said,
yeah, that was the answer from the dog. And I asked the human, I said, is there any chaos in your home recently? And you're like, I'm having a fight at home with my family to step out of the house. She wanted to go abroad. Family was not agreeing. A lot of chaos was happening. And so it was a dog's message that I did not care about you. I wanted to walk off, I walked off. So if you want to go somewhere, stop giving so much energy to others' opinion. So when it walked off, it told me, I am nearby, I'm in a park, I am enjoying, but I will come back only when this chaos stops. Now, see, here the logical human is like, I stopped fighting, tell him to come back. I said, listen, it doesn't work like that. I will tell you where the dog is, but first try to analyze what do you want in your life. So usually animal communication cases can also become very therapeutic for the client
Yeah.
because it's a lot about themselves. Unless a dog is having its own energy, like I said, their own karmic cycle, we are not having that lot of connection with the human because it's their own drama, right? So she eventually calmed down, and the dog had told me the timeline that he'll come by 10 o'clock in the night, and he came back at 9:30. And he came back at the time he had told, and he was healthy, happy, no issue. He came back and nothing. He knew where he was. He knew he was in a garden. He showed me the garden. I'm chilling here. I don't want to go home. There's too much fights. When they calm down, I'll go back.
So you see all of this like
Yeah,
in-
like you can, as a visual.
as a
As a
vision, you
visual,
see it.
Yeah, you can get visions.
So have you ever experienced this with like non-living objects, for example?
See, non-living object is also frequency. So yes, I have. An example is I had lost my phone, and I left it in the mall. It was a by mistake. I was watching a movie and I left it, and I was freaking out. I was panicking. Where's my phone and stuff? So I take a pause. I'm like, okay, let me connect where it is. And it's been like 2 hours. I'm searching it in my car. I'm searching it everywhere. And I have no muscle memory that I would have removed it in the theater. I connected to my phone, and the phone just showed me a visual of the theater. So I understood it's in the theater. So I went back there and they had my phone.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
my
mad.
God.
Because so I do this thing. So if I whenever I lose something, at least in my family, we say, I put a knot
Yeah.
and I believe I'm going to find it.
Yeah.
I don't really see visuals, but I end up finding
Yeah.
it 99% of the times. How is this connected? Or is there
Frequency. You are tuning your frequency to a certain level. So you are in this building and you're connecting to the Wi-Fi of the next building. So what are you doing? You're tuning your phone to another signal. Similarly, you are tuning your mind into a frequency of a certain element. So it's about tuning your mind. How fine tune you do it. So if I have to connect to a client who I'm doing distant healing, take their name, date of birth, their location, their address, because there could be many Kanishkas in the world. There could be
Yeah.
many people in the same name, maybe same city, same locality. But if I have your pinpoint address, I know whose energy I'm connecting to. So that's why whenever we take date of birth for astrological reasons, we try to connect to you, not to and to your soul, not to any other person in the whole world with their same name. That's why your date of birth, time of birth is very personal thing.
Personal thing, yeah.
And I always tell to all my clients, stop sharing it left, right, and center.
Oh, people can like
Misuse it.
misuse it.
See, because that much level of information is not needed for everybody to know about you. It's not needed.
So I feel when you're telling for like misuse, so are you talking about black magic?
Black magic is a very important thing. Yes, they can do black magic. And black magic cannot just be done through date of birth. The more important element is to have a belonging of you. Yeah, so your clothing.
Oh, I thought she was like telling to cut like her hand or
Yeah.
something.
belonging, not your body part?
Oh God.
Sorry.
So, like your
Yeah.
belonging could be anything closer to you. So, ideally, in the olden times, people were very particular about their clothes. They never allowed anybody to take away your clothes. Certain cases, if it's a very intense tantra magic done, your belongings go away automatically. That is your inner garments, your inner wear, because
Oh.
that's the most closest to you,
Closest
right?
to
Because it
you.
has a part of your liquid, your body liquid.
Yeah.
So if anybody has access to your inner wear, has complete access to your aura. And
So
I can
they can
manipulate it.
control or manipulate. you.
Manipulate it very well. Control it is the next level. That's
Like-
Vashikaran.
Okay.
Yeah, can be done.
That's actually very scary.
Yeah. Have you dealt with any cases
Yeah.
or
On a daily basis, we deal with a lot of cases related to black magic.
Yeah.
So, black magic is something where, see, what is black magic ideally is misuse of power. Like we say the word tantra a lot. Tantra magic. Tantra is not black magic. Tantra is the way of doing sadhana in Kalyug, as per our shastras. ठीक है? अब क्या हो रहा है in today's time? People are misusing the powers. So in today's time, all these angelic numbers, I'll get a lot of hate for this. Angelic numbers, all of these things that people see, they always think, oh, it's a divine force. It's like, oh, wow.
she has an angelic number tattooed on her body?
See, now that is a different frequency. She's connecting to a frequency.
No,
But
but-
some people are lost in that zone now that angels are talking to me.
Oh,
No,
okay.
But
not
in
like
today's
that.
time, angels are actually lower demonic entities can convert themselves into an angel looking figure and manipulate your energy as well. That's what happens
So
everywhere.
I'm having a demon.
So, no, 3 is a good number, don't worry.
No, but I actually see it a lot. And
Yeah.
technically, like my Instagram also has 333, but
Yeah.
back then I didn't think.
Yeah,
But then when I learned about all of this, it starts
Just-
relating, no? And
Yeah,
that's when I'm like, oh shit. So
Yeah.
even if I wake up in the night, I'm
Hmm.
not joking.
Hmm.
I've been waking up for like past week. I wake up either at 5 or like around 333.
yeah.
Even if I use my phone, it'll be like 333. My order numbers are 33. If I pay something, that's 33. I take a screenshot. I'm not lying, guys. But
So
yeah.
sometimes the divine figure tries to connect to you.
Yeah.
But in today's time, there's a lot of manipulation there also. So when you're connecting to an angel, you should just be sure you're connecting to an angel.
Changing.
You're not connecting to a angel looking demon.
Demon. Makes sense.
That's what happens everywhere. So when we come to black magic is done quite a lot. And yes, I've dealt with a lot of cases. Now, do I remove black magic? I don't really do that level of tantra. What I do is, see, if a person is very elevated in their energy, if they're very highly connected to the divine, you can't do anything to them. So, like,
Really?
yeah, if can you really do tantra on maybe like somebody who's as spiritually evolved as a saint? You can't. So that's why we try to make your frequency to a higher level so that these demonic energies don't have access to you. The whole idea is always we are reverberating at a frequency. Why do we say don't keep your phone near your head and sleep? Because it has a negative radiation towards your brain and body and your frequency. We tell you to drink water from copper bottles because that has a reverberation of a positive frequency.
There's also one more note to not look at yourself in the mirror in the night.
When you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that's because there are a lot of portals. Because you'll open
You
a lot
can-
of portals.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
that true?
Yes, mirrors are a lot of portals.
So there is another world where
There are not one. There's thousands and thousands of parallel universes happening around us.
yeah, I understand the
Yeah.
parallel universe because like if I'm talking to you right now, maybe in other universe I'm actually not talking to you.
Yeah.
But in like
But in another universe, there's just no humans. There are only aliens. There are
yeah,
other-
that's what like if they're bad, if they're
There's
dead
bad
people,
energy,
you-
yeah, good energy,
my
bad
God.
energy. There are a lot of portals everywhere. I mean, you can people like in Earth itself. There are many different realms of people. It's just that we don't have the access to their
Access.
portals, and they have ours.
Oh.
Humans are very accessible. Yeah, yeah,
like on,
yeah. On Earth,
oh my god, that's kind of scary.
It's creepy.
yeah. What?
yeah. So
Okay.
that's why when we say black magic, yes, it's a very real thing. People are really affected by it, and there's a lot to do with negative forces being misused in a very negative way. Usually, black magic is done only for 3 things: there is greed, lust,
Last.
power.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all. Somebody is greedy, they will do it. Somebody is in love and wants to be in your lust.
Oh my god.
It's always
I
about
love to hear all this, but then it's creeping me out because what if people are doing?
But how do you differentiate your instinct with imagination? Like, for example, you say that you can communicate with things other than humans, right? Natural or non-living. But how do you differentiate that with your imagination?
It's about a lot of experience, firstly. Secondly, it comes with a lot of unlearning of things.
Yeah.
Trusting your gut. And trusting the universe is guiding you. So it's always, how do you know it's not your imagination? Is firstly, the doubt itself is the problem. You cannot doubt it. So if you're going to a temple and you're doubting, will this God help me or not?
Oh, then I don't really think he'll help.
So that's when
Makes sense.
a frequency of doubt is always a problem. A frequency of challenge is a problem. So never have that thought about anything. When you are having, let's say you have an instinct or something, trust it. And you'll see the differences. You'll see things are going to go your way. You'll see what you have felt is what you're getting. So it is definitely about trust. So if it's not imagination, let's say it is my thought that I am getting an intuition.
Yeah.
And if I have doubted it for imagination, so I am doubting it, then it may just become imagination, but it was actually an intuition. So
Makes
it's
sense.
a lot to do with doubt, lot to do with being at an elevated frequency. If you are at an elevated frequency, you will not have these issues. See, people who are logical have this problem a lot. Okay, like they don't understand this concept.
Makes sense.
But when they go through it, then they'll
Yeah.
understand. So anybody who's in their lowest phase will become anti-God or extremely towards God.
Yeah.
Anti-spirituality or extreme spirituality. Sometimes we blame our lives a lot. Why me?
Yeah.
At one level, at a soul level, you have only decided this life. Sometimes when we are in pain, we blame the person a lot, right? I'll give you a very important thing that I have learned. That if a person is giving you pain, you should just be grateful. Because at one soul level, it took up that task to give you pain so that you can come through your karma.
Oh.
So if your karma was to suffer,
Yeah.
no soul likes to be in the negative part. But that soul decided, you know what? Because you want to come across your life and you want to finish that karma, I'll take up that role.
Yeah.
And I will be that person who will hit you down. But at the soul level, it's all love and gratitude. But in the earth level, it's always trying to help you come out of your karma. This astrology, numerology, all of these things that you see today in the internet, which is very commercialized also.
Yeah.
What is an astrological chart? It's a report card of your past life.
That's true.
So why do we say achhe karam karo? Do good. Don't always expect good, but just do good. Because you're just making marks for your next life.
So when you're sorry.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was just taking a breath.
So when you're talking about past life, so do you think like for me this is my I don't know what life, but obviously I had a past life. So do you think that matters and can you tell what I was in my past life?
Yes, it is identifiable of what you were in your past life through
Okay.
Akashic records, through PLR sessions, hypnotherapy sessions.
Okay.
But why do you want to know? If it is always a curiosity, I don't open that file.
Oh yeah.
The reason why is when a file is positively closed, let it be closed.
Yeah, but I just want to understand, does that affect our
Yes.
next lives if we
So-
do something bad?
Yes,
So that karma can continue in the.
definitely.
Oh my god.
Let's say you had 100 units of suffering,
Hmm.
okay? And God has given you 5 lives, or God, divine, whoever you want to call it,
Hmm.
has given you 5 lives.
Hmm.
Now, as a soul consciousness, you would maybe be wise to say 20 units each life, and I'll finish it. Some souls are very expert. I'll take one full life of 100 units, and next 4 lives I'll chill. Okay? So now, when that suffering is so strong that the units have not completed, but you may have died because even unexplained energy or something has just like an accidental death, and you have not completed your karma. You have to come back to complete it. So whatever you're doing in this life impacts your next life. Whatever you've done in your last life impacts this life. Where you're born, where you are living, which even the land that you're born in, you have a karma with the land. You will have seen so many people are born in, let's say, India, but they are only settled abroad. They don't have karmic connection with this land. They have karmic connection with an abroad land, right?
Because they might be connected to that in their
Yes.
past life.
Yes. So it's always the soul consciousness has an impact on whatever you do. Why? Otherwise, we can say that live only once. You live only once. Like do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
People have that thought a lot.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
YOLO.
But how long? How much can you party? How much will you do the negative parts to just call yourself cool or everything? At one point,
Will hit you.
it will hit you. And if you don't understand this early, it'll be a problem for the rest of your life and next lives, creating so much karma. So whenever somebody says party karo, ye karo, I have nothing against it. Please do what you want. Just don't expect me to do it because I do my soul consciousness. Right? So that's why I'm very selective with things. That's how everybody should be. Because you have to understand where you're going in your life. Ultimately, you here. If not this lifetime, other lifetime, one lifetime, you will come into the path of spirituality. That's the soul's ultimate goal, moksha.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to come back. How long will you keep doing the cycle? One life you are your friend, next time I'm your enemy, next life you are my enemy. How long do you want to keep doing this? And you're going to get tired. That's why you call something, there's a concept called old souls.
Yeah.
That at a very young age, they are very aware and conscious.
Yeah.
Because they are tired now, the cycle, and they are attaining towards now next life. Like they are done.
So also for me, I get sick very often, and now we were talking about past life. So do you think it's related to that, or maybe I'm getting karma from my past life that I'm getting sick so often, or anything?
See, sickness or anything physical body sickness is always driven with an emotion. Right? So if you would have noticed, a lot of our mom's generation have a lot of heavy hips because women are known to store their emotion in their hips, and men have a lot of heart issues because they are not very expressive with their love, so it gets stored in the heart chakra.
Oh my lord.
Similarly, when your chakras are missing, like not in balance, not in sync, your body is just a vehicle. Your mind is the driver. So if today I sit here and I give a thought too much emotion, today you sit and have a thought here that I am going to fall sick, you'll actually fall sick. Why? Because you are giving that emotion, that frequency, that weightage.
I keep saying that.
Like if I fall sick, I mean, my entire family knows this about me, all my friends. It'll be just one day. And that also, I will be on my A game. I'll not act like I'm sick. Unless I'm actually really like not able to move, I'm not on the bed. Because I am training my body to be active even if it is a little unwell. Because then I'm not giving emotion or thought or any frequency to, let's say, my throat being sick or my headache or anything. Like yesterday, I was unwell, but I still did all of my work. I did not ignore it because that's how you train your body. So when you say you fall sick a lot, you have to understand which chakra is misbalanced. And then, if it has no connection to do with this lifetime's patterns and this life's lifestyle and what you're doing, then yes, it could be a past life connection. But first, a good healer will first try to analyze your this life.
Yeah.
Because your chakras could start your imbalance from as small as you were a baby, right?
Yeah.
So it has a lot to do with where you're born, where you're brought up, what is the frequency around your home. That could have caused the trauma of your imbalance of chakras. So if yes, your chakras are imbalanced and there's no logical reason of this life to have any play to it, then definitely
I
it's a
think when
past
you
life.
said trauma, I think I got a direct vision.
Yeah.
Vision of my chakras from this life.
Yeah, so
That makes
first
sense.
we always explore this life,
Yeah.
and only if there's no explainable answer of this life to give you कि अच्छा नहीं ये है ही नहीं इसका कोई logic नहीं है I'm still sick, then yes, it's a past life. The file must be open. Just have to close the file.
Crazy. So when we talk about, we say na ki your partner, like whoever you're supposed to end up with,
Yeah.
is already decided, and everybody gets
Everything is decided.
one person.
Yes.
How do you know that this is that person?
Why?
But so why do divorces happen? I'm sure there are vibes. I meet
I'll give you
someone.
an example with this.
Okay.
Let's you said the word divorce,
Yeah.
right? So today, I had this case of a couple. They were in a love marriage.
Mhm.
Okay, very lovey-dovey couple. I mean, you could call it cringe pro max. Okay, extremely lovey-dovey. They had a child.
Okay.
Just after the child was born,
Uh-huh.
everything went downhill. They started hating each other at a point,
Oh Lord.
and then they got divorced. When we opened Akashic, we understood that their karmic pattern and cycle was only for this limited time, and their purpose to be with each other was to bring that soul into life.
And that was over, then they had to
That
go.
was over. So when we say divorce or we say breakup or anything that is gone away when you had such a good time, is because there was only that many years needed of both of your union. After that, it was not needed. Now it's time for your karmic journey is ended. Sometimes, in today's time, a lot of girls push up relationships too much. Even if the guy has clearly said, I'm not interested, he has taken her for granted, left, right, and center.
Yeah.
He has not given her any attention, but still the girl is like, my love will change him.
It will not.
It won't, because the karmic cycle is ended. Now that you're continuing to be with him, is you creating a karma. Now that poor soul has to come back another life and give it back to you, that love that you gave unnecessarily to him.
But that
my
will
lord.
happen in this life for sure.
No, not usually.
No,
See,
it's
sometimes we are very logically driven, so our ego comes in a lot of play, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if a guy has taken you for granted and hurt you and everything is over and you're still pulling it, and maybe he would have realized also, but ego. Ego is a big problem, right?
Mhm.
Ego is everywhere. Everybody.
But I
has
think that's how black magic comes home. If some, like, I'm so sorry.
No, no.
Imagine like you and Mia like were having, we were dating, and then you went off,
Yeah.
and then but I need you in my life. I'll
Yeah.
let like you
So
have
I've
to come.
hampered the karma and energy to
Yeah.
get you back in my life. That's called Vashikaran, or called, it's called Mohan, that we try to do to get you back in my life for my purpose or for my
Yeah, it won't be like a
Satisfaction.
That's all.
mutual thing. Then it'll
It's
just
not
be for
mutual.
your own ego.
Yeah.
I want him.
So at a point, you'll have to keep doing the tantra to
Over.
make sure that person is still in your life.
Doesn't leave. So I read this somewhere where they say that once the person, whoever, love, friend, whatever, purpose is done, even if you live in the same 500-meter radius, you'll never cross paths again.
You're true. That's true. Very true. Why would you cross path with somebody whose karmic connection, energy, soul, nothing matches to you?
That's crazy.
So you would have seen so many people who have been in the same college, same everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they randomly see them in their arranged marriage portal and they're like, oh my god, we were in the same place but we never crossed paths.
Oh yeah.
Because that was not your karmic time to be together. Now it is.
Oh, that's mad.
Everything has
actually
a
That's
mad.
karmic time.
crazy. Yeah, because that's true. Because our college was one building,
Yeah.
Mm.
But
and
you've
there
never
are
connected.
so many people we've
People
never
never-
crossed paths
Yeah.
with until now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually true.
It's crazy.
So you're telling me the love of my life is already decided.
Yeah. It's just that you need to wait for the right time for him to
He
enter.
might be watching it, you never know.
You never know. If
Positive
you are watching,
vibes.
please come.
I'm sending positive vibes to camera. If you're watching it, please come.
Come in life fast.
Fast, it's age time now.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But yeah.
What was the biggest energy shift that you felt after cleansing a place or a...
So we have a concept which is not, I have not seen it in India anywhere, or as a matter, I've not seen that concept. It's called house cleanse.
Okay.
Okay. So what is a house cleanse? Let's narrow that down. You would have seen a lot of people who would have done Vastu correction. They would have done everything possible. They would have placed the most expensive crystals in their house. They would have done everything right.
Yeah.
They would have done puja, everything. But somewhere, something is not working. There is still blockages. There is still nazar. So when we go to a certain home which is so impacted by a lower frequency, we reset the frequency. We make it to a higher level. Like I said, I always elevate the frequency. So there was a home which was very impacted by a lot of nazar and black magic energy, totkas and all they were doing. They were getting a lot of impact by it on their business as well as in their personal harmony of the house. I mean, it was such a big house that they've never seen each other for days together also. So because of the disharmony. So when we reset that frequency, we reset everybody's frequency in the house and the walls. So why do you say when you go to a temple, some people just feel good? When you go to a place which
Yeah.
is like a ashram or something, you just feel good. Because that vibrational frequency of the place is positive.
Positive.
So we reset that vibe, and there was a case they were really impacted by nazar. So when we reset, it is a 41-day whole healing process. It's a 2-day on site and 41-day healing process. And once that is done, you will see differences in every aspect. So their businesses started getting better. There was no debts, and majorly the harmony of the daughter and mother came back
Oh wow.
because that was
That's
totally
so
gone.
That's
They never
nice.
used to talk to each other, they used to hate each other. And eventually, both understood that everybody is individually in their own journey and they would have done their own part of mistakes. But that understanding has come back, and that's why now they are going on dates and vibing. Mother daughter duo is
So
going
cute.
on. So
Love
I
that.
think it's a lot to do with getting back your lost long frequencies with your own family sometimes.
So if you enter like a home,
Yeah.
so you can get those negative vibes
Yeah.
as soon as you enter.
I don't need to enter it physically sometimes also.
You just
I can sense it.
sense it.
So with
Yeah.
if I see a video or I see a photograph, I will get to know if there's something which is what level of work is needed here. Is it a black magic level work?
Hmm.
Is it another level work? Or is just a disharmony? Like
Yeah, I
the
think
frequency
even
mentioned.
I feel vibes very instantly. I think it's a human nature. Like you said,
Yeah.
you need to like concentrate more to know more about everything else. But like you meet a person, you know that this is not going to work
Not,
out,
yeah, I think with
and you get like
people-
negative vibes.
You'd come to my center.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So you would have sensed a certain thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when you enter a space, how you feel is what you will want to then continue with.
Correct. 100%.
Right? So when you came to my center, you sensed a certain
Yeah.
thing. So now, for a person to sense that, I have worked very hard to make you sense it.
Makes sense.
Right? So I have made sure the frequency is elevated so much that if a person is come, because nobody, it's a fact, no healer will ever get anybody happy. Like none of my clients are going to come to me when they're happy, right?
Of course.
Every time if I'm encountering a client,
It's
they're always low,
low.
sad, upset. That's why I need to be in the best mindset to listen.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
that's why sometimes, with healers, it's very critical. Like if I'm not mentally okay, I cannot be there for you. I will cancel my appointments because if I am
Yeah.
not completely okay, I will not have the bandwidth to listen to you. So that's why the reverberation of my house, my center should be at a place where I don't get impacted so easily with these negative black magic and stuff, things like that.
Makes sense. Now, a lot of people, including us, if we're doing something new, if we're, putting up something on social media, we end up using the Nazar emoticon.
Yeah,
Does it work?
it's a frequency you're telling, yeah, I should get nazar. So yes, it works.
Until we're thinking of it in a positive way, it's just gonna
Just
keep working.
intent. What is your intent? The universe works on intent.
So it is. These are just things
It's just you've just put a physical way to do it.
because you need to
But
see it.
Yeah, because we are logical and we want to see something to believe it.
Yeah.
So we don't believe in magic. We don't believe in anything to do with that, right? Human brain. So when we put it in a physical form, yeah, it's true.
So then you're telling me that manifestations also work because
Yeah.
when you keep telling like, oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna happen
Yeah,
with
you're
me.
tapping that
Tap,
frequency.
yeah. So it's going to
Definitely, yes.
happen.
And touch wood.
Touchwood is again frequency that I don't want anybody to have nazar on this.
Makes sense.
Always an intent, no? You're sitting here with the right intent, right things will happen to you. So if you're posting a photograph outside just because you are in love with this person and you want to show like, I have this person in my life.
Then
So that intent is just the love. So you're like, किसी का negative energy मेरे पे ना पड़े. Nobody
Yeah.
should have that intent on me. So I put that as a physical form. But that intent is there that I don't want to lose this person. I don't want anything to hamper with my dream or like my goals. That's why I'm putting that as an emoticon. It's normal.
Makes sense. Also, what are your views on psychic learning? Or because I honestly have no clue about it.
What is a psychic?
Like mind to mind.
Yeah.
So you're telling me like you can read my mind.
Yeah. What I'm doing right now is that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Don't. No,
So
don't.
psychic is nothing. It's a glorified word of healer. Okay.
Okay.
So all of these are just glorified words.
Uh-huh.
You are also a psychic at a point. I'm also a psychic. Everybody is a psychic. It's about tapping that frequency, unlearning the normal norms and doing it. Psychic is when you have access that frequency to talk to the dead, to talk to a frequency that is not there, that you
Have
can't see.
you ever done that?
I mean, we do mediumship. Mediumship is talking to the dead.
My lord.
Oh my god. So you're telling me there are ghosts then?
Do you
Why-
believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is everything. There's ghosts, there's demons, there is the good souls, there's the bad soul. Where there is good, there's always bad.
Bad, yeah.
Where there is bad, there's always good.
Okay, so
Crazy. So can you tell me what I'm thinking right now?
I don't want to.
Okay.
can you tell me? Please tell me.
No, so the thing is with
Is
psychic.
it negative?
No, the psychic level.
I've
whenever-
gone mad.
So the psychic healing, or when we try to say we're reading your mind, we're reading the frequency you're at. Can I read exactly
Yeah,
word to word what you're feeling? No.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but I
That
was
is
thinking
not
of samosa. I was trying to test you.
Oh my
So-
god.
So now that's the thing that psychics don't encounter. Why did I say no? Because if anybody has a frequency of testing, I don't answer that question.
I was
Oh,
thinking
Lord.
of my birthday outfit.
So whenever there is a certain frequency which comes with a thing of doubt, I don't cater to it. Because if they are in a sense of doubt, there's already no belief there.
Correct.
Right? So if there's no belief, why should I waste my energy?
Makes sense.
Because your energy is very sacred, my energy is very sacred.
Yeah.
Right? So when we say psychic, all of us are psychics. All healers are psychics who are just more tuned to the frequency to listen better, to understand the emotion better. That's all.
But I feel you guys, like with the whole psychic thing, it would be really good with criminals, no? Because you can
Criminal minds, yeah.
understand. I'm sorry. You can understand their mindset.
Yeah.
Because you can, what's going in their mind. Obviously not word to word, but like their energies, the
Yeah.
negative energy on
Yeah.
what they want.
Yes. A person who's a criminal has a very negative frequency. Most of the time, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're driven by a certain intention that is, let's say, greed.
Yeah.
So they don't care whatever comes their way.
Correct.
So they are actually psychopaths at a point.
Yeah.
They have no normal wiring in their brains to think with emotion, with empathy, sympathy, not there. So criminals, yes, and there are a lot of psychics that work with criminals. That work with criminals, that work with people in jail,
Yeah.
that work with all of these deep cases. People in dim hands, they are
Yeah,
a lot of people.
peop-
Yes.
I think even to like get them back into
Yes.
reality, because I feel they are not really living in
Yes.
reality.
they are just in a delusion world.
They are in a loop of like doing the
Yes.
same thing over
Yeah.
and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy, but
Yeah, psychic is a very powerful term,
yeah.
but in today's time, everybody's using it. Oh, I'm a psychic.
Oh my,
Okay.
yeah, I've heard it like some 10,000 times.
Good for you.
People keep telling I'm a psychic. I'm not.
So like, so that's.
That's how you've called
But
her.
I don't even address myself as a psychic. Reason being is, it's such a state that it's not easy to attain on a everyday basis.
Yeah.
Like I would not do mediumship on a everyday basis.
Mhm.
My mediumship clients are once a week only.
It
Because
takes
it takes a lot of energy from me
from you
to connect, and there are certain things you have to follow that you
Yeah.
don't get impacted by
Exactly.
it.
Then you also have to get
Yeah.
debriefed from all the
Yeah.
negatives because
And
you're
I need
taking
to
a lot
protect myself.
of exactly.
So it's a whole process. If I start doing this on a regular basis,
Yeah.
God bless me. I can't.
Yeah, that's actually true.
That's why.
So what's something that you uncovered through one of these cases? Like some crazy thing from their past life, or by talking to the dead?
So there was this. It's a past life case. It was through Akashic records. So she was trying to conceive a lot. Like she
Okay.
tried her best. She's done IVF. Everything is failed. And we did the Akashic, and she had not mentioned this to me. When she was 18, she got pregnant and she had a DNC. So she had aborted the child.
Okay.
So now the karma of that angry child has come back to her that I will never let her get pregnant.
Oh shoot.
Oh my
So
God.
when we discovered that in Akashic, we again don't just give you answers, we give you a solution. The
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
is anybody who is entering my center should go back with the solution, not just come get to know wisdom and go back. Right? Like if I tell you this, you'll go even more in a negative loop. Oh shit, I can
Yeah.
never be pregnant. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So then we ask the soul, the child, okay, what can we do to honor you? To ask you forgiveness, what can we do that you let go of this loop? So there were certain things, there was forgiveness to be asked, there were certain things to be done. She's pregnant, she has a baby girl now. Why did that happen? Is because you had blocked that soul coming from first. So that anger will carry forward.
Yeah. And you have to complete the whole karma.
Yeah, you
thing.
have to see all of this works on gratitude. You are pregnant, it's not, you've done a mistake. You can't expect the soul to understand that, right? The soul
Yeah.
has not done any mistake.
Yeah.
The soul had to come through, you called it. So you be careful. Similarly, there are certain patterns that we get to know through Akashic and we reverse those patterns. Yeah.
I have nothing to say. Makes
I am
sense, but
very shocked.
Huh.
So have you ever, like, you've obviously seen your past life. So is there anything that you saw or that you had a vision that was like shocking for you? I don't want to get too much into the depth of it, but like a deep.
So I have an idea of why I am here. That is why I'm in this life.
oh my
Oh
lord.
my lord.
So that is a soul purpose has been discovered. So I will know why I'm going through what. Like, see, as a human level, today if I'm going through something, I will be upset. But I innately know, okay, I know why I'm going through this. But does that mean my knowledge will stop me from feeling angry or feeling low? No, it's just that I know the overall soul purpose of my life, of why I'm here, what is the purpose, and maybe for how long I'm here, and what is things I have to do in order to reach the attainability of moksha, right? I mean, nobody reaches moksha so easily. As in for my next life to be very easy. So I know where my purpose is. That I have discovered through a lot of work.
But doesn't that scare you? Like for me, I am someone I don't like knowing too much about the future.
Yeah.
I like the
That's
present
because
a
that's
lot.
a fear-driven thought.
I want to know.
See, some people who don't like to know too much, is because they don't want to be unprepared. You're someone who wants to be prepared for everything. What if you get to know something that you don't have an answer how to be prepared for this? So you will not know it. I always tell people who don't like to know too much, don't do tarot. Don't do all this.
Oh yeah.
Once in a while, I like to. I'll tell you why. Because sometimes I'm so scared because like the age I'm. Sometimes there are like confusions that go
Yeah.
around me. Right? I'm like
That
What
is just
ifs?
that is just to unwind the confusion.
yeah. That
Nothing to
gives
do
me
with future.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like okay, like if someone says something and good or bad,
Yeah.
at least I might know and I'll be ready to go towards it in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
certain way. That's one. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I'm just saying
You'd rather
I'd
not know.
rather not know sometimes.
If I see anyone doing, I went to, like, if I went to Goa.
Uh-huh.
If I don't, I went to Goa and if I saw like anywhere I see,
Yeah.
I'll go get it done.
Yeah.
I don't like. I want to know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen, not because I
That's
want to be
because
scared
you
of
want
it,
to be prepared.
prepared for it.
Yeah. So everybody has a different way of looking at it. So I say people who don't want to know the future, good for you, please don't know. It's not something to be known anyways.
Yeah.
See, even when we come to a tarot reader, today it's very commercialized, which is so wrong.
Yeah.
Tarot was never supposed to be a predictive tool actually. It was supposed to be a
Yeah.
guidance tool. Like a tarot can tell you the road is going to have rain. But can it stop the rain? No.
No.
It can only tell you keep an
Be
umbrella.
prepared.
Yeah. That's
Or-
what.
yeah.
That's all. So now that guidance is so glorified that people ask silly questions. Like I have had people walk in to ask questions like, "Can you see if my boyfriend is cheating on me right now? Is he with some other girl?"
Well, that's
I mean,
horrible.
That's all silly questions. And
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
this is given a lot of importance because a lot of readers do this. They misuse the cards for that.
Yeah.
They do that.
And I think all of this is also because of things in this field is slightly more on the deeper level.
Yeah.
It is not about, I'm not saying that your boyfriend cheating is not deep, but I'm just saying that it's slightly
See, that
bigger
is-
than that, right?
That's a frequency of loyalty.
Yeah.
So let's see, if somebody has a question, always ask, let's see if he's going to be good for you in the long term for loyalty or not. Why do you want to know right now with whom is he?
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense,
Yeah.
right? Some people say, can you see my husband? Where is he right now? Is he with some woman? I'm like, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to
one
be
can
a
do
CCTV camera.
Yeah, that no one can
So-
do.
And even if you can, but what's the point?
No, we don't. We can't do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Please. We can never do that. You can never
Okay.
see, like today sitting here, can I know what exactly my father is doing right now? No, I can't. I will just have an idea of what he is in right now, where he is, like what he's doing, like a vague idea. But can I know exactly what he is doing at this moment? Is he lifting his hand like this or that? That doesn't come in the cards. It does not come to any psychic. You cannot get to that level of depth. We are not CCTV cameras.
Yeah.
But what happens is people play a little bit on fear and utilize it like that.
Yeah.
So, where I have a problem with certain healers is only this, that utilize it for actually what it was meant.
Yeah.
Tarot was meant for guidance. Tarot was meant to understand how things will be for you. What is the most probable route of your life?
Correct.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So, let's say you're thirsty, you have a glass of water in front of you, you're choosing to drink the water, or you're choosing to be thirsty. So, there you have made a choice. Based on your choice, the road goes forward. But what is the most probable route? You're feeling thirsty, you
Drink
the
water. So now a lot of people, me included sometimes, just for the sake of it, we might use AI to see the tarot card reading.
Yeah. Yes.
Your thoughts?
Your thoughts.
See, today AI is very smart. There's no doubt
Very
about
smart.
it. He knows a lot. He or she or whatever.
He.
Or she. Whatever the gender may be.
It.
So the thing is, energy can never be taken only via an internet thing or like AI, right?
Yeah.
It's always a feeling. It's always that touch of energy. To a point, they are very aware about you because of the level of information that's out about you.
Yeah.
So most of the AIs have, in the end of the day, no matter what you tell them, they'll glorify you only. You are right, everybody's wrong.
So that is, I tried a hack for this also. I will tell him that
Not to be
read it.
biased.
Please don't be biased. Be as honest as you can.
Yeah.
Be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Is it true then?
Yeah, but the thing is, you will get to know like an overview because the date of birth and all of the chart, astrological chart, planetary movements. Yes, you will get to know quite a lot from AI. But what it is in the deeper level is the soul consciousness is not driven by AI.
Because that person doesn't have a soul.
It's
So,
not soul.
yeah.
So that soul consciousness comes through a actual
human.
human,
Yeah.
an actual soul.
Exactly. Makes sense.
So partially true.
Yeah, you can say
So
that.
it is delusional.
See, that is the
Is it good to
practical
be
brain.
delusional?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Why are you in a delusion? No.
Like about
Love-
things like this.
That
I know,
is-
like
That
For
is just
example-
a state of mind you want to be in because you don't want to step out of your comfort zone.
no, like in terms, in terms of
Good one.
like they say, delusion is one of the strongest ways to manifest something.
What
Is
is
that
the
true?
intent? Yeah, but what's the intent? If you're sitting here doing nothing and manifesting 10 crores in your bank account, it's delusion.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting here and manifesting
Actually-
10 crores and asking, okay, give me work and working hard
Yeah,
for it,
yeah.
then yes.
it makes sense.
So being in a delusion is very subjective to your goal and your intent. If your intent is, I am sitting here, Bhagwan, just make me a house and give me a Mercedes. Does that work? Doesn't work.
You have
That's
to
what-
work for it. Then the
Everything is karam. Yeah,
manifestation,
everything is
yeah.
karam. Today, if like let's say I sell crystals, right? You've come to my center. We sell a lot. I'm wearing certain crystals now. So people have this objective here, why a crystal will work or what will it work. It has a frequency. Some crystals have frequency of love, some have of money, some have of this.
Yeah.
Now, if I give you a pyrite, which is popularly known for abundance.
Yeah.
If I give you a pyrite crystal, does that mean bank account mein paise credit? something.
You have to work. It'll just
You will only get you the opportunity to get it.
opportunities, Yeah.
So today, if I program a crystal and keep it in a certain direction at my desk and say, ki, okay, I want to have 25 lakhs by the end of 2025. Please provide me the required resources to get that 25 lakhs. Now you will get opportunities. But if I don't tap on the opportunity, it's a waste of full energy of the crystal, energy of myself, intenting that.
Yeah.
So it's always about intent, and your hard work always plays a role.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, I guess.
So coming to the last few questions, what's something that you have seen or taken from the unseen world and that you want people to know more about or have like a little bit knowledge?
Have a lot of gratitude for wherever you are. Always have the right intent. And usually humans don't understand this about each other is if somebody is doing wrong to you, they know it.
Yeah, that's
They know it.
yeah.
Don't do it back to them. It's okay. They will get it back.
You don't have to act like the karma thing.
Don't.
It will just come back even if you
See, if you ask me, apart from being a healer, what am I?
That was my
What
next
is-
question. When you drop the filter,
Yeah.
who are you?
So I am just a devotee of the faith I follow. I am a Hindu and I follow the faith of Hinduism. So I am just a devotee of Shiva who is at one point just in the state of surrender. So when we try to understand what to get from the unseen world, is you can see it too, but have the right frequency. And plus have a lot of gratitude and don't try to be the karma person. Let the karma play its role.
yeah.
It will play. This life, next life, it will come back.
Mm.
But just by putting up a status, karma will come back. It doesn't come back.
Yeah, obviously it'll come
So,
back when it has to.
When it has to, and probably it's your karma to go through it also.
Yeah,
So it's not
definitely.
necessary that the other person is only having to face it. You're facing it too.
Yeah.
So I feel the unseen world always says karma is real and trust it. And always, I'd say everyone have a faith.
I want very. Do you feel everyone goes through karma?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm just asking. I feel.
Yeah, everybody, even dogs, insects, animals, everything goes through karma, right? So, for me, very important in all of this is faith. What I have seen that has driven me is faith.
I think that's a great note to get the episode to its end.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun and
Oh
learned a
my
lot.
God,
At some point,
loved
I
it.
think my heart fell or something.
Yeah, but
But it was
I
a
had
great.
a-
Oh, sorry.
I
This
had
is
like a
fun.
lot of knowledge through this, and I hope you had a lot of fun
Yes,
sharing
absolutely.
your experience, what you have worked hard on.
Yes.
But yeah,
It was really nice meeting
Yeah.
you.
It was a great experience, and I'd ask both of you to come to the center.
I'm telling this on camera. I
So,
have to come
Yes.
because I think you can tell I have a little bit knowledge.
Yes, you do.
This was
So-
making me happy, you can say.
So definitely come to the center.
Yeah.
So people who don't have a sense of energy, just come to the center, feel the energy, feel a vibe, and then yeah, it's not necessary always have to come and take a certain service.
Yeah.
Feel certain things is
Yeah.
important.
Correct.
And yeah, always have a faith. Har Har Mahadev.
Okay, then, guys, we'll see you next Friday. Bye.
Thank you. So I'll just say one like that's Har Har Mahadev always.